Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video by your boy Rolling Good 002. And yeah, it's been taking me a very long time, as you guys know, but I've managed to do it. I've created the World of Belkleon, a really nice amplified world that does conform with this update, and that's the map itself right there. And when you first spawn in, you know, you'll be greeted with the sign over here, and that's pretty much telling you to go over there, and it basically has the credits over here, and you won't die from it, don't worry. But yeah, it has the credits over here, and I do hope that you guys check that out, as well as there's a book over here, sort of a little bit of a story about, I guess, what's been going on and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to sort of get to showing you guys the whole map, and I really do hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. That would really help me out a lot, and your guys' support really keeps my motivation going for making all these amazing maps and things like that. And if you're wondering why I've been gone for so long, it's because ever since this new update has came out, I have been working 6 hours a day, 6 or more hours a day, every single day, and I've had even like a couple worlds get corrupt doing it, but I have put this world through very rigorous testing, and you guys will be just fine playing it, but do keep in mind, never set this world to peaceful, because it will sort of ruin and corrupt a lot of valuable mods in here. But yeah, and I guess we'll start off with noticing that, like, you know, I got a whole bunch of different custom grass textures going on around here, and there's so many cool things I have to show you about this world. And first one of these things is these spawners. If you ever see some exposed mushroom cow spawners like this, definitely don't mine them. I would never recommend mining a spawner. I mean, it's a bit of a foolish thing in my opinion. But these are actually golden apple cow spawners. I know it sounds like really OP, but they do have a trade-off. Now, as a self-defense mechanism, they'll bite you whenever you start to hit them. And look at, there's one right there. Golden apple cow. Sometimes I bite. So basically, it'll bite, and you might need some good materials to start fighting these little cows if you ever come across one of these spawners. And it does have a long spawn rate and only spawns one at a time. These do drop like a normal golden apple, as well as a few other things. Not anything like ridiculously OP, but if you're willing to mess around. Oh well, actually my hearts are tremendously low. I'm gonna have to get myself some. Maybe I guess I'll just get myself some like normal food here, and I'll try to demonstrate this and let my hearts generate. But there's a lot of crazy spawners that I've put into this, and that's not even the half of it. Why are you just trying to leave, bro? He's going in the dark. He's like, man, I already know where this is gonna lead to. I'd rather be in an environment that I can't even spawn in, not the proper light level, so maybe I can blend in. But you're not gonna really blend in with your freaking mushrooms and your red look. No, I don't know. I'm just going off on some crazy stuff. I'm sorry. Anyway, so with these golden apple cows, you know, maybe I'm just going to get some night vision, because this cow is really not going to comply here. So I'm just going to show you sort of how hard it is to get what you want from these cows. So if you try to hit this cow, you'll notice it literally damages you. Like, this is just normal diamond armor. If you do partake in the mod pack and then you end up getting some form of armor there, it will still inflict a pretty good bit of damage, but it won't be like leaving you with no 2 hearts, you know. And it will definitely do a bit of damage to your armor. And I think it takes about I don't know, I think it takes about like what was it? I think like 3 or 4 critical hits to actually kill these things, but it's really cool to have the concept of having a golden apple cow spawner is really insane. I wish I was just gonna say, like, I need some extra hearts here. I'm just gonna, one more hit and this guy should be going down. Like, as you can see, I'm critical hitting him with a diamond sword, and he is just relentless. And he does bite. That's his defense mechanism. So, oh wow, I guess it's gonna be 5 then. Wow. So I guess I'll just let my hearts generate yet again, and I really just want to demonstrate killing this cow just to sort of show you guys that he'll. Oh wait, oh yeah, I do have I have mob loot on. All right, wait, why do I would recommend turning off keep inventory when you start because it's pretty ridiculous. You probably shouldn't play survival if you're gonna keep inventory, but yeah. So it does drop a few different items here, and one of them is just really funny. So as promised, yes, it'll always drop golden apple, 2 gold ingots. You know, this is just what I've already had. But it says half digested shrub. Like, if you have noticed, there's a bit of shrubs around the landscape because shrub is like one of my favorite blocks in the game. It basically, it sort of imitates the event of a cow, like sort of grazing on some shrubs and things like that. But yeah, there's some golden apple cow spawners. They're pretty hard to kill, but if you're desperate for golden apples, that's a way to do it and get a little bit of gold, things like that. But yeah, so aside from that, when you do initially get to the, if I could even find it, oh yeah, when you do initially get to this area, it will sort of like, you'll notice that there was an end gate down there. But I will show you that pretty much it will. Instead, like don't use ad first. If you're wondering like what this whole thing is, please reference the more options mod tutorial video, and I would very much so appreciate that. And it just teleport to a random area to get started. So it'll basically it'll do just that, and it sort of teleports you a little bit far, a little bit of a distance at least from the spawning area. And if you do wish to go back, you can always hit up this end portal right here, and it will take you straight back into this little area where you'll be using it a lot. Trust me. But anyway, aside from all of that, I'm going to go ahead and sort of show you around the world and all that. And yeah, I'm very happy with the outcome of the terrain because, you know, like, yeah, people might be concerned that, okay, it's an amplified world, it's got all these crazy floating islands everywhere. Isn't this going to cause a tremendous amount of lag? Well, isn't this going to be nearly unplayable? Well, see, I've actually gotten all this to be, you know, pretty compressed, as much as it really could be. And it's compressed to where, like, it'll only reach up to about Y180, so it doesn't really exceed Y200, so it definitely conforms with this new update and the lack of memory. And inside of these ocean monuments here, these are all custom ocean monuments. I believe there's 3 of these in the world. They'll have these... They'll have custom Elder Guardian spawners as well, and these even have some custom loot drops, and they will inflict well more damage, and they're called Angry Guardians. It's a little fun right there, but yeah, these will inflict a lot more damage than normal Guardians, so definitely be careful about those, and I just think that monument definitely looks up to par in my opinion. So let me just go ahead and get out a map here. And let's go ahead and explore around the world. And yeah, I do want to check out a few different landmarks in this world. Is that another? Oh, these. All right. So this is a custom boss right here. These are some strays that are having like, they have custom drops as well, but you know, they're pretty hard to kill, and they do hurt a bit to punch and things like that because they do have a tremendous amount of thorns on them. But yeah, there's some of these around the world, so there's definitely some custom boss fights going on. And this right here, these are death creepers. I'm not sure how fast they go really. Maybe I could test this out. This is a little bit risky. Uh-oh. All right. So I guess they go decently fast, and if I go invisible right quick, I don't have mob griefing on, but we'll see. Yeah, they definitely. I mean, it may seem like the same type of explosion, but it will sort of inflict more damage. And if you did have mob griefing on, which I would not recommend because you're destroying a lot of hard work, yeah, it would definitely create a larger blast radius. And if you do manage to kill one of these, and I do believe these have thorns as well, like a lot of these custom bosses, things like that, will tend to have thorns on them. And they'll be in fluctuating amounts, so you're never really gonna know what you're getting into until you start fighting them. And they do have some custom drops. I should have probably got like a Desolator brick just to sort of demonstrate. But I guess I'll leave that to you guys to sort of check out for yourselves here. But yeah, so there's a couple different things around here that I wanted to show you at this world because it is absolutely tremendous, and I personally cannot wait to start playing survival on this. Like I said, I've been developing this for a very long time, and I'm truly sorry that it has taken so long, but there's nothing really I can do. I never rush some. I never rush some truly. Well, I guess the best word to say is like I never rush perfection, and I will never depreciate that to try to get a new modded map out to you guys. I always will do none less than the best when I'm making these modded maps, so definitely take that into account. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry that it has taken so long, though. I can't stress enough. And yeah, I guess we're in morely like an ocean area. Not too exciting, but we'll get to more things. Like I think, yeah, we got another different type of custom monument. Let me get some of this. And little fact here. Water breathing, when you have it on, it acts as like respiration. So it does with water breathing and night vision. You can see absolutely clear as day through the water. And yeah, so we got an entirely different type of monument over here, and I just feel like it's great for adventure, having and especially just in a monument sort of not where it's supposed to be, just encased entirely in water. It's very beautiful in my opinion. And then when you get to this area, there's a little funny story about this. When I was making this map, this area, for whatever reason, just kept freezing. I tried everything to get it to work. It kept freezing. And then I just scrapped this whole area and entirely redid it by hand. Now, these iron bars are protected by barriers, so it's definitely going to be a challenge if you're really trying to collect iron bars. And, well, I didn't really get around to putting the iron bars over here. I'm sorry about that, but there is still barriers separating that. But, yeah. Like, when you get over here, I don't know, I'm a bit weird about, like, I like to have an open hand if I'm not really, doing anything. I just like to have an open hand here. I don't know, just a little bit. One thing I really can't stand what I see in YouTube video is, like, when someone just sits around and holds a button in their hand. Like, that is the most cringe thing. I don't know. I don't know why I hate it so much. It just, I don't know. But, yeah, so a pretty beautiful terrain with a massive volcano that I put around here. And, it's got, a big pit of lava in there. And in this area of the map in particular here, you will actually, let me get an elytra so I can get place to place faster. I love the elytra. It's beautiful. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you, there's some custom caves around here. Yeah, I mean, like, you may notice that, like, you may notice that they sort of end at, like, this point, and they're like, well, I feel like I got ripped off. This ain't really a custom cave because it's not that big. Well, if you just sort of look around, I mean, you'll find more and more caves. You might have to mine through a bit of blocks, but you'll definitely find some more caves, and there is more plentiful ore amounts. Not too, like, I never make anything in my map too OP. It's always meant for some truly amazing survival gameplay, but you will notice that there is a bit more of ore generating in this particular region. So aside from all of that, there is, like, there's a couple other things. Oh wait, over here actually, I think, yeah, this is where the stray bosses are. So these, not the stray, the husk bosses. You got a husk spawner right here. He's holding, like, lava and a puffer. I guess this was not, I was trying to get this to be the right biome. I sort of messed up, but if you do set it to nighttime, it will spawn them, and they're holding a puffer fish that definitely has a fair bit of knockback, and These guys are pretty hard to kill, but yeah, that sort of, you know, entices the whole thing with using the mod pack to, you know, kill off custom bosses and things like that. And they all have their custom drops, and just to display the knockback amount. Oh, what? I gotta actually regen before this guy kills me, because these guys do hit like a truck. So I'm just gonna block. Like you can see, that's a good bit of knockback. But if I wasn't blocking, it would have probably got me down to like 2 hearts. Blocking definitely deflects about like 3 or 4 hearts of damage. Well, I don't know. It sort of depends on your armor and things like that. But still, like blocking, it may not seem useful to people, but it really does help actually. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check out more of the land side area of this whole thing. Like this. We'll get there quickly. Alright, where are we at? Yep, we're getting there. Alright, so let's see. I'm just trying to find a relevant area to show. Oh, here we are. So, we got some beautiful, beautiful dark, well, sorry, not really dark oak anymore, but some thick acacia forest. And if you did notice this, oh, well, actually, I'm going to turn it to day real quick. Well, actually, you may have noticed this. If you didn't notice this, shrubs now with this update, it's such an amazing feature. Thank you, 4J, for adding this. They actually take on biome color now, which is just so cool, because like seeing like a green shrub is just, and plus, you know, shrubs are one of my favorite blocks in the game. A lot of people don't think much of them, but I love them. So this village I built entirely by hand. Yeah, I did have a bit of help from one of my friends online, Solar Fusion. His game tag is changed to like Civic something, I can't entirely remember. He's helped me like clear out some areas and things along those lines, but I've sort of like hand built all of this and well, you know, sort of redone an entire village. I'm not going to show you what loot's in there because, you know, it's always a, you know, I like to keep the adventure aspect of it. And then, you know, we got some pretty epic looking houses around here. And when you even get into these, you know, just some nice decor, how sort of like a village house should be, I think. But yeah, so aside from that, you know, we even got, oh, why are you guys all packed in here? There's so much more room. Wow, why do I even try anymore? You just gotta stay in one little hut. He's like, all right, I'm sorry. He literally he listened to me. Oh my god, that's great. And yeah, they're just packed. Like there's villagers in here, and definitely plentiful amounts. That you could try to trade with to hopefully get like mending book or somewhere along something like that. Even these small houses, I've done something with. You know, I put a little bit of decor in there and just made it look pretty suitable. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so aside from all this, I was about to go ahead and show you something else. We will probably get onto the Nether fairly quickly. I'll just sort of, you know, give a brief flyby on this world. And, yeah, you know, I do appreciate other modded maps that are made by people, don't get me wrong. I just do not see really many that are made for, you know, survival purposes. Like, some could argue, yeah, my map's made for survival. Like, I will not doubt that there is maps out there that are made entirely for, like, survival purposes, but a lot of them that I've seen, maybe I haven't seen the right ones, but a lot of them that I have seen, they just really get you, like, OP really quickly, and they don't throw in a game change or anything like that. And guys, please reference this other video I'm gonna be posting, like, before or after, one of the two. I'm gonna be posting another video simultaneously that sort of gives a tutorial on the More Options mod pack, because even if you're a veteran at it, it has changed significantly from the old days. And if you've never played it before, you might want to get informed about it, because it's a really fun, unique way to play, and it involves some extreme complexities. And, you know, you could be as simple as complex as you want, and that's sort of the gist of Minecraft itself, but it definitely opens up a lot of different options, and especially with strategy planning with PvP, and just all different types of grass textures everywhere. I don't think I've came across one of those nice looking jungle temple. This was like a just sort of like a a mushroom temple randomly. I wish I could find one actually. I think I know where one is. Maybe. Hold on a second. I'll just try. Oh, and look. Oh my God, these things even beautiful. Another golden apple cow spawn. There's about 4 golden apple cow spawners. I'll be marking the coordinates in the description for these. There's about, I think, 8 custom spawners. Oh, actually, there's about 10 if you're including the guardians and things like that. This was like a redone witch hut. Actually, I shouldn't just fly by this. I should show you this. Just sort of like a redone witch hut that I thought, definitely hit the spot. I thought that did pretty well. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna just go ahead here and try to find one of these. I think there's one right up here. Yep. So that, like, we got one of these, but keep in mind that there's a lot of really cool, unique looking structures around here, and just a lot to explore, really. But we're about to be heading toward the Nether, and I guess I'll get to some lower land, and even there, another different cool looking temple we got. And yeah, this world definitely has a lot to offer, and I really do appreciate you guys just checking out my video. It does mean a lot to me. I have fixed up my audio a bit, as you may have noticed, to not be as eerie as it was before. I don't know why. I just wasn't able to find out what I was doing wrong before, and I think what I had done to fix it was I just got like a newer update from my capture software. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead into the Nether and sort of check out the greatness with that. And there's a lot more that I haven't shown you guys that I'm just gonna leave for you guys to explore. But yeah. Let me just get some night vision so we can see properly. But yeah, so when you spawn into the Nether, I do know that they have removed the top of the Nether. I did take that into account when I was making this. And just as I did with the overworld, with compressing the entirety of the structures that spawn, like for all the biomes, if you get up to, say, one of these massive mountains, and actually it does turn red, you can still experience nether biomes in here if you get into these red areas, netherite with bedrock patches. But I have taken into account that they have drastically reduced the size of the nether. But if you get all the way up to here, like, literally it just gets to about, like, what, 76? So yeah, you still have plentiful room to build. You could probably have some type of epic, like, bridge going on with building smack in the center of it. A lot of good possibilities, and I will actually drink night vision right quick just to show you guys a cool little feature. And I generally appreciate that little beach right there with the podzol, clay, and path block, stuff like that. But yeah, if I drink this, you'll notice in this nether that there is some glowing birch jungle. It's like a glowing birch jungle cove, which yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool addition to the nether. Just to, if you don't have night vision, something like that. It's just like a really cool landmark. But yeah, and then you still got walls of the Nether, which is pretty epic in itself. Nice little icy area that's mixed up with a ton of lava, and this is one of my favorites right here. This really nice mushroom biome we got going on, and also in the Nether, ores will be a bit more plentiful, and there's some good caves as well in the Nether, which I'll get to in just a moment. And aside from that, I like to go untraditional with things. I like to, mix it up all the time. So I got Purple Fortress involved with it. Sadly, there isn't any Firelands in this map, but I guarantee in the next one there'll definitely be some Firelands. And I do plan to be more active on my channel now that this map's out. I've just been really stressing about this map not really, no new maps coming out and things like that. I've just been a bit stressed about that, so that's why I haven't been uploading content and things like that, because I've been tremendously busy just trying to make sure that you guys have the best possible world plan. It's extreme shame that they only let the Amplified come out for the newer gen consoles because I still enjoy Xbox 360. It's epic. And right here we got these you may have noticed there's like a large amount of variance in the grass texture, naturally growing beetroots everywhere. I just thought that that was a perfect addition to this nether. And there is, like I said, there is some caves down here. You might be able to see like there's some pretty nice looking cave world in this nether. So if you do spawn the cave worlds initially, like from the overworld or something like that, definitely take a look at the top of the nether because it is definitely worth checking out. And that about wraps it up for this video. And I do really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and this map as well. And if you do enjoy this, just let me know in the comments about what you think, if you find any bugs, and just in any support that you show. Really, it definitely means a lot to me. And I hope that you guys have a lot of fun with this map. So take care, and I hope you all have a great day. See you later.